If you want to expand the business, it has to be divided into number of departments. Canteen expenses, number of workers. When the number of workers are there, according to workers, it will be divided. So regarding the here, you have to take your own base. Regarding the salary only, it has been distributed equally. Internal transfer means credited to B department, debited to A department is considered. Hello, my dear student. I am Dr. B.S. Subramaniam, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. I am going to hand Financial Accounting 1 and first semester, and it goes to BCom. The session goes in favor of Departmental Accounting. So, last time we discussed about the branch accounting, and now it is departmental accounting. What is actually departmental accounting? So, it is a division of work where the company or the firm has been divided into number of departments to find out the profit of each department. And they want to know that the capacity, the potentiality of each department. If one of the department may not work properly, it may be closed down. So the company will divide the department, maybe A department, B department, or A, B, C. Find out the potentiality, capacity of each department is concerned. We'll move on to the problem now. Here is a departmental accounting. Every company wants to expand its business so that it divides the business into number of departments. If you want to expand the business, it has to be divided into number of departments. So, this system of accounting, this word, the system of accounting that is followed by each department to ascertain its result is known as departmental accounting. So, we divide the entire business unit into number of departments and find out the profit of each department, the capacity of each department, the potentiality of each department to find out the profit or loss. If it is not properly working, by chance, if the department A is there, department B is there. If the department A is not properly working, it will be closed down. If the department B is working properly, it will be further expansion will be made with the financial ability. Depends upon the capacity, depends upon the profit availability, so it has been divided. So, before going to the problem, we have got, when the expenses are given, we have to allocate according to some base. That base I am going to say now. So, what is actually departmental accounting? Every company wants to expand its business, divide the business unit into number of departments. Instead of one unit, it divides to number of department A, department B, department C. Then, the system of accounting that it is followed by each department is to ascertain the result of each department, to know the profit of each department. So, they will go through the department A, department B, department C to find out the result of each department. So you prepare an account called departmental accounting. And before going to that, we have to say that why they will divide. What is the reason of dividing the department? To find out the potentiality, the profit of each department, whether it is properly working or not properly working. It is nothing but a division of work is considered. Some allocation is there. So when the expenses are given, we have to allocate according to this format. If the rent is there, rent based on the floor area. The floor area means 4,000 square feet, 5,000 square feet is there. If the house is here, 4,000 square feet, another 5,000 square feet. Okay. So we'll take out the ratio 4:5. Whatever the expenses come, that will be divided in the ratio 4:5. That is the floor area. Power based on horsepower. Whatever the horsepower A department has got, B department has. Then insurance on stock, stock value. When you make the insurance on stock, we take the stock value ratio. Insurance on asset, asset value. Welfare expenses, number of employees. By chance, number of employees like this, 16:8. So 8 2s are, 8 1s are. They are in the ratio of 2:1. Then, canteen expenses, number of workers. when the number of workers are there, according to workers, it will be divided. Then depreciation on asset value, depreciation on machinery value, depreciation on building value, depreciation on motor car value, light point. We have got one points are there, all the points will be taken into ratio. Then carriage inward on purchases, outward on sale. This is nothing but goods is coming in, goods is going out. Bad debts is irrecoverable money on the sale, discount allowed on sale, discount received on purchase. If there is an advertisement is there, that is based on sales only. So how it will go? Rent, floor area. I will repeat once again. Rent, floor area. Power, horsepower. Insurance on stock value. Insurance on asset value. Welfare expenses, number of employees. Canteen expenses, number of workers. Depreciation on the asset value. Light points. Carriage inward, goods is coming in on purchases. Carriage outward on sale. Bad debt on sales. Bad debt means irrecoverable money. How the irrecoverable money goes? No, when you make the sale, the particular customer becomes the debtor and we becomes the creditor. If you are not in a position to recover the money, no, that money is called irrecoverable money, is called the bad debt. It's nothing but a revenue loss. Then discount allowed on sale, discount received on purchases. So if there is an advertisement is there, advertisement based on sales. If they given the problem, here opening stock of department A, department B is given, purchase of department A, department B is given, sales, department A, department B is given, wages, department A, salary, they are not bifurcated, they will give a chance, rent, floor area, carriage inward 15,000, outward 2,800, discount allowed, discount received, advertisement on sale. Salary allowed equally, area 2:1, goods transferred from department B to A is 15,000, closing stock. So regarding the here, you have to take your own base. Regarding the salary only, it has been distributed equally. Area occupied in the ratio of 2:1. Regarding the other expenditure concerned, see that rent based on floor area, that is 2:1. Salary equally. Carriage inward on purchases. What's your purchase figure? See that 70,000 is to me. So they are in the ratio of 7:8. Then what is next you got? Carriage outward on sale. What's your sales figure? See that your sales is 90,000. So they are in the ratio of 9:12. 3 3s are, 3 4s are. They are in the ratio of 3:4. Then discount allowed, discount received. When you discount received, no? Discount allowed on sale, discount received on purchases, then advertisement on sale. So slowly we'll go. First one, by chance, salary equal, rent, floor area. What is next you got? Carriage inward, carriage inward on purchases. Carriage inward on purchases. What's your purchase figure? See that 70,000 is to 80,000. So they are in the ratio of 7:8. A department 7/15 into, what's your carriage inward? 15,000. So it works out 7,000. B department 8/15 into 15,000. It works out 8,000. So when you go for a carriage inward, A department is 7,000, B department is 8,000. Carriage outward is there. That is depends upon the sales. Carriage outward, you can write here. Carriage outward on sales. Carriage outward on sale. What's your sales figure? 90,000 is to 1,20,000. Cancel the 0. 3 3s are 3 4s are. So they are in the ratio of 3:4. What's your carriage out? Carriage outward 2008. A 3 by 7 into 2,800. 7 4s are 1,200. B 4 by 7 into 2,800. 1,600. So A 1,200, B 1,600. So that way you have to bifurcate. Slowly we can go now. We'll enter the problem now. So departmental trading and P&L account, you put the debit here. Slowly we can start. Department trading account start with opening stock. What's your 10,000, 15,000 to opening stock. A department 10,000. A department 10,000. See that? B department 15,000. Then two purchases. A department purchases 70,000, 80,000, 70,000, 80,000. Then opening stock purchase. Have you got to see the wages? Any wages is there? Wages 5,000, 6,000. So what are the items comes in the trading account? Opening stock, purchase return, carriage inward, then wages, coal, gas and water, freight charges, sales, closing stock. Have you seen that carriage inward is there? Carriage inward 15,000, carriage inward. Carriage in the ratio of 7:8. Totally we have got 15,000. 7,000 goes to A department. 8,000 goes to B department. So they are in the ratio of 7:8. So we divided 15,000 in the ratio of 7:8. Then coal, gas, water is there. See that? No. Come back to trade side. Buy sales. See the figure. How much sales are there? 90,000. 1,20,000. Then by closing stock. By closing stock, that will be in the adjustment. Closing stock, A department 20,000, B department 10,000. A department 20,000, B department 10,000. Then there is an internal transfer of goods from department B to A by internal transfer. B to A, it is credited to B. How much it is transferred? 15,000. Credit from A to internal transfer. Debited to B credit entry, A debit entry. I will explain this. See that we start with the opening stock. We are doing the, instead of combined to business, we have got department A, department B. It has got an opening stock 10,000, 15,000. Purchase has been made 70,000, 80,000. wages. So totally we have carriage inward is 15,000 based on purchases. They are in the ratio of 7:8. So 7,000 to A, 8,000 to B. Come back to the sale, 90,000, 1,20,000. Closing stock 20,000, and unsold stock is 20,000, 10,000. Internal transfer of goods from B department to A department, credited to B, debited to A. Now we'll add the figure. If I add now, so this is 1,10,000, 1,20,000, 1,30,000, 1,45,000, 1,45,000. Here, right? 70 plus 80, 85, 92, 97, 1,07,000. So it is 1,10,000. Total, it is 1,45,000. Bring out the difference. Here, 1,10,000 minus 10,000 minus 70,000 minus 5,000. This is 70 plus 80. 30,000 minus 15,000. This is 1,10,000 minus 10,000 minus 70,000 minus 5,000 minus 7,000 minus 15,000. So 3,000 is the difference. Come back here. 1,45,000 minus 15,000 minus 80,000 minus 6,000 minus 8,000. 36,000. This is called the gross profit. Gross profit carried down. A department 3,000, B department 36,000 by gross profit brought down. A department 3,000, B department 36,000. Now all the it's a nominal account. Now we are going to prepare department trading is over. Now we are going to prepare profit and loss account. All nominal expenses should be debited, income should be credited. We'll go one by one. What is the first expenditure? He says salaries. Equally they say, see that salary all equally. Salary how much is there? 10,000. Two salaries equally means salary totally 10,000 is there, equally means 5,000. 5,000. Then what next you got? Salary over rent on floor area. So they are in the ratio of 2:1. Rent 6,000. Two is to 1. So 2 by 3 of 6,000 means 4,000. 2,000. So they are in the ratio of 2:1. 6,000 has been divided in the ratio of 2:1. A gets 4,000, B gets 2,000. Then, so this over, this over. Carriage inward over. You have taken the carriage inward there. See that? You have taken already carriage inward. Carriage outward is 2000 based on sale. Carriage outward on sales. What's the sales figure is 90,000. 1,20,000 is there. 3:4 ratio. 3/7. 4/7. I think you did the carriage outward working out. Carriage inward. Carriage outward, how much gets? 1,200, 1,600, 1,200, 1,600 already worked out. So carriage outward on sale. So A gets 1,200, B gets 1,600. This over. Discount allowed, received on purchase, allowed on sale. Discount allowed on sales. Discount allowed 3:4. How much discount allowed is there? 1,400. So they are in the ratio of 3:4. 3/7 of 14,000. 7 200, 600, 800. 3:4. 600, 800. 1,400 is there. 3/7. Discount allowed. It is 1,400. 3:4. A. 3/7 into 1,400. This is 600. B. 800. 600, 800. Then this over allowed. Discount received on purchases by discount received. On purchases, what's the discount received amount? 1,500. So they are in the ratio of discount received on the basis of sales. So they are in the ratio 3:7. You got discount received is 15. Allowed on sale, received on purchases. On purchase, they are in the ratio 7:8. Carriage inward. Discount allowed on sales, discount received on purchases. What's the purchase figure? 70,000. 7:8. What's the amount? 1,500. So 7/15 into 1,500 means 700. 800. Then this over this advertisement on sales. Advertisement. On sales. What's your sales figure? So 1,90,333:4 ratio. What's your advertisement expenditure? 4,200. Advertisement. 3:4. A. 3/7 into 4,200. 1,800. B. 4/7 into 4,200. 2,400. So 1,800, 2,400. 1,800, 2,000 on sales. Now you look after which side is more. If we see the A department, A debit side is more. It is 5,000 plus 4,000 plus 1,200 plus 600 plus 1,800 12,600. Regarding the B, here 36,800. 36,800. Regarding the A, 12,600 minus 3,700. 8,900. By general profit and loss account, net loss. Department suffer the loss. Regarding the B, 36,800 minus 5,000 minus 2,000 minus 1,600 minus 800 minus 2,400. 25,000. So general profit and loss account. Net profit. Your net profit of A department is 25,000. This is your net profit. 25,000. Loss of B department, A department is 8,900. Here, B department profit 25,000. A department loss 8,900. Deduct. This is the net figure, net profit of the business. So 25,000 belongs to A department, is a B department is a profit. This is a B department. A department loss. This is your profit. Net figure is 16,100. So this is only for 10 marks question. Easily divisible. We can go with the division. So you must have a good base, no? Internal transfer means credited to B department, debited to A department is considered. So rent based on floor area, depreciation on asset value. Here salary are equally distributed in the ratio of 2:1. Rent, floor area, then carriage inward on purchases, outward on sale, discount allowed on sale, received on purchases. You must be careful. So in examination, no, for 5 marks question, they will give the 5 items. You have to mention. They will say rent, floor area, bad debts on the base of sale, advertisement on sale, depreciation on asset value. If you mention no, you'll get the 5 marks and 10 marks for this question. So branch account, one major question. Department, on 10 marks question. Definitely it will come from the examination point of view. Very easy to solve. You already done the trading and P&L account. Now you are going to prepare trading account, P&L account and a balance sheet. Here only 10 marks, no. You have to do only trading account. Here base, here no, good base. See the base, no. Rent, floor area, power, horsepower, insurance on stock, stock value, insurance on asset, asset value, welfare expense, number of employee, canteen expenses, number of workers, depreciation, asset value, lighting, light point, carriage inward on purchases, outward on sale, carriage outward on sale, bad debt on sale, discount allowed on sale, received on purchases. If this advertisement is there, advertisement on sales is considered. Careful. So they have given the problem. What I did was, no, they have given the opening stock, they have given the purchases, they have given the way carriage inward on purchases. Then there is an internal transfer, credit to B department, debit to A department, sales is given, closing stock is there is no stock destruction is there. Then salary equally, rent, floor area, carriage outward on sale, discount allowed on purchase on sale, advertisement on sale. So discount received on purchases. So come department A suffer the loss, department B gets the profit. So net figure is there. I think very easy question is there. So based on this, easy. So they are not asked the balance sheet. If they ask the balance sheet, it will go for 15 marks. If they ask only trading and profit and loss account, it will go only for 10 marks is considered. Hope you have followed. In the next session, we'll discuss the department trading account, profit and loss account, and a balance sheet. Easy now. Hope you understood this problem. Very easy problem. I have gone through very slowly, and everything is go very, very slowly here. So in the next session, we'll go with the department trading and P&L account and a balance sheet. Till then, meet you in the next class with another problem of departmental account. This is only asked for 10 marks. Hope you understand. We'll meet in the next session